the discussions, the open and frank exchanges we're going to have in the next hours and days, both interesting and productive, because our hope is that by the end of this conference, our conversations will have gone beyond the walls of these conference rooms, and they have gone directly to the ears of those who have the competence and the power to change some things. Therefore, I would like to invite you, each and every one of you, to not only follow the discussions, but also to participate actively in this debate, because this is not just about talking. It's about talking with a view to change some things afterwards. So why a conference on effective enforcement? The right person to answer this question is my boss, Wojciech Wieborowski, who will address you with his speech tomorrow at 11:30, so don't miss it. The only thing I can say now, not to spoil the outcome of the words of Mr. Wieborowski, is that we are firmly convinced that 4 years after the entry into force of the GDPR, we should have an open and genuine reflection on the functioning and efficiency of the regulation. And in particular, we see room for improvement as regards effective enforcement at cross-border level, especially against big international players. This conference is a central element of the EDPS strategy under the mandate of Wojciech Wieborowski to advance in the effective protection of the fundamental rights to privacy and data protection of our citizens. Now, if you have a look at the program we have prepared for you, you will see that all the sessions will revolve around three main themes. The first main theme is enforcement models under EU law and beyond. And what we want to do in this trend of discussions is to explore existing enforcement models to identify the challenges and opportunities that each model presents. The second theme is a critical reflection on the enforcement mechanism provided under the GDPR. We want to identify those challenges that are organizational from those challenges that are structural, those challenges that can be fixed under the current system, and those challenges that it might be necessary to consider a different approach to achieve the goal provided by the GDPR. And the third big theme is about foresight, which is one of the principles of the EDPS strategy, and is to explore emerging trends about achieving an effective protection of the fundamental rights to privacy and data protection. So we are incredibly lucky to have a long list of speakers from the public administration, the academia, the civil society, and the private sector. It would be too long to mention all of them, but I would like to thank in particular, but with no particular order, Commissioner Vera Jourova, Commissioner Margaret Vestager, Commissioner Didier Reinders, MEPs Ms. Alexandra Geese, Ms. Birgit Sieper, Mr. Axel Voss, Ms. Saskia Brickman, Ms. Karen Melchior, and Professor Shoshana Zuboff, the first recipient of the Giovanni Butarelli Award of the Global Privacy Assembly. Thank you very much for contributing to this conference. So you will see soon that we have made a huge logistical and organizational effort. So everybody interested in participating in these discussions can do it in person or remotely. So all voices can be heard. So we will have more than 400 people present here in this venue, And we will be live streaming this conference to over 1,500 virtual attendees. All sessions will be recorded and uploaded after the conference, so everybody can look at them and we can maximize the transparency and the impact of these discussions. You will see that there are many colleagues from the EDPS around. We are all here to assist you with any potential need you may have, so don't hesitate to contact any of us, including myself, if you need something. And if there were any logistical or organizational problems, I apologize in advance. We are not experts organizing conferences. We are experts on data protection, but I'm confident that everything will be, and it is under control. So turning now to the practical side of things, you should know that the venue features 4 rooms where the breakout sessions will be taking place. They are all close to each other, and you can easily navigate the building through the dedicated paths. Information regarding the coffee breaks and lunch breaks will be communicated to you in due time later in the day. So I'm very happy to officially declare the opening of the EDPS conference on the future of data protection, effective enforcement in the digital world. I invite you to enjoy these 2 days to the maximum, asking questions, sharing your thoughts, and networking with la crème de la data protection in Europe and beyond. I now pass the floor to my colleague Isabel Hahn, who will be moderating the first main session titled, What Does Effective Enforcement Mean? Thank you very much for your kind attention. See you around and have fun.